Hi, this is George from High Tech Legion. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Sonata IV Quiet Mid-Tower case from Antec. In addition to being a mid-tower case, the Sonata IV also comes with a Neo ECO 620 watt power supply included. It's not listed on the front of the box, but the Neo ECO isn't a standard just OEM throwaway power supply you'd find installed in case. It is an actual 620 watt production power supply sold by Antec. The front of the box of the Sonata IV is very simple. Features a nice large picture of the Sonata IV case itself with a 3/4 view showing the front and side panel. It is floating on a pool of water, which is not a recommended operating environment. Simply states that it's elegantly silent and also has an SSD hard drive compatible signature on the front of the box. Moving around to the rear of the box of the Sonata IV, we find a few more pictures, nice full frontal, shot of the inside, as well as the rear of the case. We also find some of the key features listed. There is a mention of the included power supply, 620 watt continuous power, universal input and active PFC. It is an 80+ certified power supply, and has a 120mm double ball bearing low noise cooling fan. 7 drive bays included, 3 external, 4 internal, all 3.5. 7 expansion slots, an advanced cooling system. It's got one rear 120mm tri-cool fan with a 3-speed switch, built-in washable air filter. Front mounted I/O panel has one USB 3.0, 2 USB 2.0, and audio in and out. The case itself is made from 0.8mm cold rolled steel, and motherboard compatibility includes mini ITX, micro ATX, and standard ATX. On the side of the box, we have another nice clear picture of the Sonata IV, as well as a short blurb about the elegant silence of the Sonata IV. The Sonata family was always meant to be a very quiet computing experience aimed mostly at the HTPC crowd. The word Sonata itself, of course, being a quiet classical piece of music. The second side of the Sonata box has another clear picture of the Sonata, this time a full front. Also has a couple of key features listed. Includes a quiet 620 watt power supply, front-mounted USB 3.0 for advanced high-speed data transfer capability, washable air filters help reduce dust buildup, and a rear 120mm tri-cool 3-speed exhaust fan effectively cools. Inside the box, the Sonata IV is packed with 2 flexible foam end caps and a dust-resistant mesh bag. Out of the bag, you immediately notice the Sonata IV's striking piano black finish. Very high gloss, one of the nicest finishes I've seen on a computer case to date. Very little, if any, orange peel. The gloss is absolutely perfect. It looks wet. Just a very, very striking finish. The front of the Sonata IV has a very sleek appearance. It's completely flat with 2 curved cutouts in the front. All completely plain, with the exception of a curved band going through the center. This is your front I/O port, 2 USB 2.0s, 1 USB 3.0, your front audio connectors. Up top, you've got a lock for the front door, which opens to reveal your optical drives. Kind of a unique hinging system in that it's 3-piece and actually will open almost all the way to get out of your way. The optical drive covers snap out with a pinch. And your tool-free slide in and out units for your optical drives are actually stored right in the optical drive cover. Kind of a unique system and very handy. The left side of the Sonata IV features the piano black finish. It is just a clean side panel, absolutely nothing on it. And as you can see on the top as well, just a flat top panel. No side fans, no side fan cutouts, clean panel only. Once again, the right panel of the Sonata 4 features the piano black finish. Very clean side panel, but your air intake is located on the right side panel. As you can see, there's a washable dust filter on the inside of the air intake. Taking a look at the rear of the Sonata 4, starting top down, see the Antec 620 watt Neo ECO power supply, on-off switch, 4 thumb screws for removing the side panels, completely tool-free. There is a dummy I/O plate installed out of the factory. Naturally, you'll change that to match your motherboard. 120mm fan. As it was noted, there's a 3-position switch right here, high, medium, and low, to control the speed of the fan. 7 expansion slots. And in an interesting change, rather than having your USB 3 come out through a cooling hole or some other hole, it's actually built into the expansion slot and rubber grommeted, so you're not going to have any length of wire, there's no pull. Also, that can be moved to anywhere you see a little bit more convenient. You also have another vent right down here for some air intake. The bottom of the Sonata 4, very simple, straightforward, fairly flat design, completely piano black, absolutely no ventilation or fan openings. Sits on 4 very thick rubber feet, which will be very good for vibration dampening and noise reduction. So all in all, the Sonata 4 is a very nice, clean looking design. Once again, the piano black finish is absolutely beautiful in this case. Really, really nice. One of the nicest I've seen. A couple of nice exterior features. You've got the side vent, which is nicely presented. The front door, which swings almost entirely out of the way, as well as the optical drive covers, which house the rails for the optical drives themselves. Giving you a little bit of storage right there, so you're not going to wind up losing them. Another nice feature is the USB 3 plug-in in the back, which actually comes out of a PCI expansion slot and is grommeted in, so you're not tugging, pulling. It's not a big blue loop in the back, so it's nice looking in the back as well. Once again, all in all, a really nice clean design on the case.